Man, it's some bullshit. SlayerTracks podcast about like art, whatever. I don't know what's today's date. The 10th. All right, man. Maybe that'll be better for next time. I hate that seeing this little back part because I ain't even tell my shit to really go like that. It's cool. Y'all see whatever. Y'all see whatever. All right, basically what I got going on. Snowed in, so I figured I'd be productive. I got the howl timer, 3 minutes. Y'all follow me as quick as we can. We here. Podcast with Slay. Let's get our way into it. Hope everybody's doing well. We got a chance to make it to this day. That's a present in itself. You know, bless everybody who made the line. Blah blah blah. All that good stuff. So I'm gonna crank off this podcast in particular the way I would personally want to, and we're gonna have a daily devotion. So it's Friday, January the 10th, 2025, and this is today's Friday devotion, read from Slay himself. You take the first steps, Joshua 3:13. This is the NCV version. For God to make you successful in your destiny, being who He wants you to be, doing what He wants you to do, and possessing what He wants you to have, you must courageously step out in faith. As Joshua and the Israelites were getting ready to cross the Jordan River and go into the promised land, God told them 3 times to be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous. Be strong and very courageous. Be strong and courageous. Joshua 1:6 through 7 and 9 NLT. God repeated himself because Joshua was going to have to overcome fear and discouragement to fulfill his destiny. And you will too. Fear keeps you from starting on the path God has for you. And discouragement keeps you from finishing and possessing the land. But you can move forward boldly like Joshua because God is with you. You don't know what you're going to go through, but you can know that God will be with you. Joshua 1:5 says, no one will be able to stand against you as long as you live. For I will be with you as I was with Moses. I will not fail you or abandon you. God keeps his promises. The truth can give you confidence. Joshua 1:6 says, be strong and courageous, for you are the one who will lead these people to possess all the land I swore to their ancestors I will give them. God has told you to do it. Joshua 1:9 says, this is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. When Joshua and the Israelites got to the Jordan River, they probably expected God to part the waters like he had for Moses. But this time was different. God had told them when they step into the water, it will stop. The river will stop flowing and will stand up in a heap. That's Joshua 3:13. Here's the point of the story. The first step is always the scariest. Often, you have to take the first step in faith in order to see God do the miracle. Let me ask you a very personal question. What's your Jordan River? In other words, what's the big barrier you've got to cross in order to reach your destiny? Has God told you to do something and you've been afraid to do it? God has said, be strong and courageous. He's told you he's with you. He keeps his promises and he's commanded you to do it. Now he's waiting for you to step out. Happy Friday. Enjoy your day. Be safe. Love. I think that was pretty dope. That was pretty cool. Just throw a little. Right. Hit all these joints with a little check mark as we go. So yeah. And I want to try to have like a little 3-minute commentary or just whatever on all these topics, just in case we get too lost. I just want to stay on point. But anyway, yeah, I really resonate with that. I feel like this is an example in itself. You know, whether you have the support or the viewership, you know, maybe you did this type of setup plenty times before. Maybe this is a first time instance, but if it is a repetitive, just having the faith to kind of stay true to putting yourself out there or going out there for what you need to get. It's a lot of time and work that comes into even getting this type of thing set up. So it's definitely not a overnight thing. I didn't just magically press one button, had all of this stuff and resources to be able to even do this broadcast at the moment. So I'm thanking God for that opportunity, this experience, this knowledge, this reframed and refreshed version of stepping out on faith and moving boldly with confidence and courage. Yeah, I'm feeling really good, and definitely no time like the present. In a sense, I almost would have wanted this type of understanding earlier in my life, but I have to go through things, and sometimes you get it quicker than others. But God timing is definitely supreme. So, however much I really wanted it back then, I'm content with how things worked out. If this is the peak of what God has for me, that's cool too. I'm super blessed and appreciative. And if there's more for me, which I believe there is, I'll be blessed with that. And thankful that I know how to go about it in a way where I can be humble. And the duration of that time, at least in good standing, will be longer. You know, sometimes it's a easy come, easy go situation. As quickly as you rise could be as quickly as you fall. I have over 20 years of, you know, being on the up and coming of whatever my skill set or passion or, you know, desire would acquire time wise from me. So, and right now I feel like I'm knee deep, waist deep, neck deep in media and technology. And there's a very big, vast world out here, and I don't want to. See, this is why it's good for me to have this Howard timer up. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up right now, just so this solo commentary doesn't bleed over into other times, because time is of the essence. This is streaming right now on YouTube. I do have other information on how to get this stream broadcasted in multiple platforms. And maybe if you guys are willing to know that type of information, you can stick around and find out for yourself. But if you got a passion for it, I'm pretty sure you can figure it out elsewhere. But on the entertainment side of the game, or anything else, this is how we going. I don't know. I feel like my skills is just so supreme on this shit that I'm gonna really embrace focusing and taking on different challenges. And right now, I'm looking to my left. I see some proof of concept on how good my music actually is. And, A lot of people hearts and minds outside of myself. I see some musical plaques for my achievements or whatnot, which is cool. But both of those situations, it's a collaborative effort. Can't just do everything by yourself. You can't make the record and buy the record yourself a million times. You know, there's instances of companies and people doing that, but you know, that's still not 100% the same. That's not how that went about. That came from organic, collaborative, hard work. Me doing what I need to do on my end. They come in with their contribution. I also have a background in digital marketing from like 2017. Shit, that's almost like 7, 8 years ago. So just because I knew that was gonna be more so a wave of things coming into play, and I'm fairly active with it, but I believe that could serve me that much more. That's a accreditation or whatever. But now I'm thinking like, okay, what are some actual proof of concept vibes that I can do that can really tap into more of my digital marketing power. So I'll be reaching out to people. I'll be sending different type of clips. I'll be collaborating on different projects, and yeah, gotta be innovative with this type of thing. I know traditional is very important, but sometimes it's definitely best to be open-minded to evolve. Okay. Okay, yeah, I like that. That howl timer came in as needed. All right, so let's see. I'm finna hit up, see if we can get our special guest person on the line, and if we can, we'll dive into some of these topics together. If not, then I'll just get it going in the meantime. So let's see. I'm gonna call regular phone. Yo.
Yep. What's good with niggas?
What's good with niggas? Hey, I got you recorded. Right now we streaming on this podcast. Just give me a heads up. Are you ready to lock in on a couple topics for a moment?
Yeah, we can.
All right, there it is, y'all. Introducing Jay Black to the stream. I got the headphones on. You can't hear the applause, but it's going right now. So yeah. Just give them a quick little introduction, or minus the little part. Give them a quick introduction of who you are, and I'll ask a follow-up question just to go along with it. And if you got anything that you want to plug out there for the people, this is the time, or later on as well. So go ahead.
I go by Jay Black. I'm a multimedia, multi-degree. I have associate's, bachelor's degree in media production. I do movie scores and scores for different TV shows, BET Networks, MTV, VH1, Disney Plus. I have a couple of companies, like clothing lines, geekwear apparel. I have a production company called Cook Up Academy. Yeah, so that's like a little something, a little.
Yeah, that's fine. We fucking with all of that. Yeah, we just gonna get right into it. You're probably gonna be a reoccurring guest, more than likely. So whatever we don't even cover today, it's all good. We can tap in another time on it and stuff like that. So I'm for the people, go ahead and play this one clip you had just sent me that I thought was interesting with the whole Simpsons predictions. It kind of ties into what we talking about. So I'm gonna play this for 2 seconds for them, and then I'm gonna ask you a follow-up question, and then I'm gonna put a timer for like 3 minutes just so we staying on a specific topic. And we can probably
Okay.
clip it up later afterwards. Let me see.
Part of a major crisis spreading across the country. It all starts when Lisa watches the news about widespread power outages, empty store shelves, and rising prices. Gas stations run out of fuel, grocery stores impose purchase limits, and ATMs stop dispensing money. At the Quick E-Mart, Apu apologizes as customers argue over the last loaf of bread. Phones and the internet stop working for hours, leaving people frustrated and confused about what's happening. The government issues vague announcements, but they provide no clarity. By summer, Springfield is in total chaos. Power outages last for days, casting the town in darkness and silence. People begin to trade food and supplies in desperate attempts to survive. Marge tries to keep the family calm, organizing candlelit dinners to make the best of a bad situation. As the episode closes, a haunting scene unfolds. A mysterious drone flies over Springfield, and a flashing sign appears that reads, "Prepare for the new normal." This leaves everyone wondering what the future holds in this unsettling scenario. The Simpsons predict the U.S. will be in trouble.
Yeah, so based off of just that clip alone, what's your thoughts on that in particular?
Um, I mean, shoot, it looks like what's going on right now. Like that's why I sent it. I just came across it like earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I created it or anything, but I just came across it today, and I just sent it because I was like, this look exactly like what's going on. They showed Trump, then they showed buildings on fire, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then they talking about powers going out and stuff like that. So, um, but I can hit on from that. Okay, so the buildings on fire. That's just like California on fire. Um,
Yeah, we could start with that. That was part of one of our things anyway. So whatever we
okay.
can talk about with the Los Angeles fire right now.
All right, so we're gonna say I'm gonna say my I'm gonna say it like this, like my spirit is telling me that um they just how it was a bunch of fires in Maui in Hawaii, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Um all of a sudden because these people don't really own Hawaii, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think they was doing that to like get control over Hawaii or the Maui, you know what I'm saying? So all them rich people can go over there. And it's crazy that it's like a pattern, like every time it's the rich people's the I guess the 1% or something like that, every time it's dealing with them, it always ended in fire. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I was looking at stuff how they was showing like the cars, and the cars would be so hot that they melt to the floor. The ones that got, you know what I'm saying, like the metal would be like melted into the ground type thing.
Yeah.
Um, then they'll show like a bush or a tree next to it that didn't even get touched by the fire. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I'm like, how could it? You know, how could a fire travel from a car, or how could it make it from a house to a car without touching the bush or the tree? And then on top of that, it's like a regular fire. How is it melting metal? You know what I'm saying? Like
Damn.
metal is supposed to be the only thing that's almost fireproof. You know what I'm saying?
Slick. Yeah.
Unless it's just like super hot.
Mm-hmm.
So my spirit is telling me that I've been hearing about this shit called blue beam. Blue beam, and it's like basically like from satellites they can, I guess they got like energy weapons. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they're, you know what I'm saying, doing that to hit the apartments and stuff like that, and in houses, in the cars and stuff like that. That's why it's so hot that it'll melt the metal and stuff like that. They also, I was also looking at something where they were saying that Gaslight, like the energy company. They got like energy things on the side of their buildings, and it's causing like the fires to start from the inside of the house instead of that. Like if it's a wildfire, why is it starting from the inside of the house and stuff like that? And also, I was looking. This was months and months ago, like around the time Hawaii caught on fire. Um, it was like people in China knew that was already like hip to it, and it was like had like blue roofs and shit. You know what I'm saying? They roofs was blue, so that's what I'm saying. It's called Blue Brain Project because they using energy lasers and stuff like that to do all this stuff. But I feel like okay, if you look at some, I could forward you some of the stuff too. But
Yeah, do it.
I seen people have like the recycle bins, which is blue, or it might be a blue car out of a whole line of cars that got burnt up, but only the blue car survived. Only the blue roof house survived. Only the, you know what I'm saying? Only the recycle bins, like anything that's a certain type of blue, they not getting touched by that beam. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm like, okay, this shit is more to it than just that. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of these people are, you know what I'm saying? You know, due to TikTok and all this Instagram stuff, a lot of people is like, you know, exposing a lot of stuff. Like, okay, these people, they're pedophiles, they're a bunch of missing kids and stuff like that. Then you got people saying secret codes and shit like that, like Adam Sandler and Jennifer, whatever the bitch name. They like, we're eating pizza, we're having a pizza party, and it's supposed to be like a code name for little boys or something like that. Like they're eating, you know what I'm saying? Like eating the kids and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things that they say. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not, I'm not 100% sure about that. But if you put that together with that, it's like, okay, what are you hiding? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are y'all burning down these millions of dollar homes in y'all neighborhood? Tom Hanks stay right here. Steven Spielberg stay next door. The Adam Sandler stay up the street. But this whole neighborhood get burnt up. You know what I'm saying? And it look like Diddy had a list of people that was messing around at these parties and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And they try to make Diddy the face of it. You feel me? But he really might just be like a pawn when there's, you know what I'm saying, bishops, rooks, and kings and queens to the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you never know what they were hiding in this fire and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got to say about the fires and stuff like that. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they hiding something. I feel like they doing shit so they could, you know what I'm saying, take over somehow. And then I was looking at something where they were saying within the next 20 to 30 years, like a lot of countries that's like near the equator and stuff like that, it's not going to be inhabitable. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you go to like Canada, they're like, Canada might be the best place to flee to, but it's another conspiracy because it's like when it's like Canada knows something because they stop allowing people to buy property in Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like back in 2022 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So they must know something that we don't. You feel me? And if all these rich people are able to buy up land in Canada and stuff like that, they can eventually take over. You know what I'm saying? Just like they did Hollywood and just like they did Maui, buying all these property and houses and stuff like that. Like, shit, fuck that. We're going to keep our land. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make, y'all can rent, but we can kick y'all ass out anytime we want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they must have knew something about that. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Trump. He's and I voted for Trump, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I did not like that.
Oh no, you said you did vote for Trump?
I did vote for Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
because
gotcha.
I didn't like the vibe of the Indian lady. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you.
You feel me? Like I done heard a bunch of shit like she trans and stuff like that. Like I mean I don't know if that's true, but I'm just like okay, whatever. But I did vote for Trump. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hearing a bunch of stuff about him. Not, I mean, and it might be a good thing for America. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to change the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. He wants to take over the Panama Canal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which we already had, but I think Jimmy Carter gave Panama their canal back. You know what I'm saying? But he wants it again. You know what I'm saying? He wants it back. And then he went to Canada, and he was telling them that they're gonna have all of these taxes and stuff like that. And then the president of Canada was like, "Oh, I might not, you know what I'm saying? We might not be able to do that." You know what I'm saying? And Trump was like, "Shit, if you can't handle that, y'all could become our 51st state." You know what I'm saying? And you could be the governor of the state instead of being the president of your own country. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So now the Canada president is like responded back like, shit, nigga, look, if anybody get hurt over here in Canada, America's gonna feel it. We're gonna cut off your power. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that was talking, well, that the little Simpson thing was talking about. It was saying the fires, and then they were saying about power being cut off, and you know what I'm saying, Wi-Fi and internet and all that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you cut off the power to your Wi-Fi receiver, of course you won't have no internet. You know what I'm saying? No data and stuff like that. So keep messing around with Canada, and they do that. You know what I'm saying? Shit gonna go dark. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of confusion. You know what I'm saying? If it's cold or if it's hot, you know what I'm saying? You know how that goes. If it's cold, you're gonna be freezing inside of your own house unless you got fireplace and firewood and stuff like that. Or vice versa. If it's hot, you ain't got no AC to cool yourself down. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no refrigerator.
That's real. And I ain't gonna cap. I low key smelt the little firewood burning outside from somewhere just because how much snow and cold it is. So niggas will be adapting however they can.
Right. But and then what else I was talking about?
Man, I ain't gonna cap. You was float in. You ended up covering a couple topics and stuff, but I was able to kind of rearrange them and move them around. So we really still kind of locked in on whatever we had in mind. But the stuff you did cover so far, we talked about the Los Angeles destroying and devastating wildfires, and if there's more than meets the eye with that. You mentioned Project Bluebeam. You mentioned TikTok and the woke conspiracy community. I made a note of child trafficking. There might be some more. All of these stuff is stuff we can probably go in deeper about, but on a summary, you definitely tapped in on that. 2025 and beyond predictions and projections. Will there be a mass exodus of people moving to a different country? Is there a money play at hand? Politics or politricks? So yeah, that's what we kind of got in so far. And some of the other stuff I have on the agenda, if you want to go into that, I got the concept of time in relation to sun. 13 months instead of 12 months. Is the earth flat? Are we in an invisible dome? Music worth mentioning. The big agenda, technology, culture, trending topics, relationship standing, spiritual standing, mental and physical health talk, relevant, irrelevant stuff, miscellaneous. So yeah, we got a good little joint. We can keep going into whatever is on your mind that you want to tap in.
I mean, shit. What was the list again? My bad. What was the first thing you said?
The list of the stuff that you already kind of been talking about, or the stuff you didn't kind of get into yet.
The stuff I didn't get into.
Concept of time in relation to sun. 13 months instead of 12 months. Is that?
Well, like I said, I just be coming across certain stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if it hit my spirit a certain way, then it's like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rock with that.
Okay.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make it you know what I'm saying? Like, live by it and die by it, but it's just like, okay, some stuff makes sense. So basically, I was reading something, the thing I sent you, and it was like basically like the world is a clock. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so just imagine your watch. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you got the glass thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the glass shield or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the hand of the clock, and then you got the different numbers, 12 o'clock, all the way back around to 12 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they basically was saying like the sun is like the hand on the clock. You know what I'm saying? And in different places on the world is like the 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that kind of makes sense because okay, at 12 o'clock it could be the sun could be like over New York. You know what I'm saying? And then by 6 o'clock it could be over by um Cali. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it moves just like the hand of your clock move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? By 12 o'clock, the sun might be like right over you. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it's the hottest point or the brightest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then 6 o'clock, when they make it to the other side of the country, it's like the sun goes down. You know what I'm saying? Like at 6 o'clock or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it probably done reached another part of the what's called like kind of like a. I'm thinking more like a train track, but it's like I feel like it's like reflections from because they said they they think it's a like a black sun underneath the earth. You know what I'm saying? And it's like reflecting off the the water, and then it's supposed to be like a dome or something like that we're in, like a glass dome. Like if you read the Bible, it says like seven heavens and stuff like that, and it's like the earth is protected by a glass dome, and then another glass dome, and then there's heavens in between that, and then another glass dome. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
um, you know what I'm saying? If you get into that, and then you got people who feel like they know everything, like the Masons and stuff like that, and the people that represent the 33 degrees and stuff like that. Now, if you look at like the diamond sign that the Jay-Z be throwing up and stuff like that, it's pretty much like masonry, you know what I'm saying? Like a
Mm-hmm.
mason sign. And it's like a diamond. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Now if you do the coordinates from like the black sun and below the earth, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's reflecting off of the glass. It's really like two triangles together, which is a diamond. You know what I'm saying? Like a triangle flipped upside down and one flipped right side up. It
Oh,
creates
okay.
a diamond. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
So that's why you see all that shit when you see um, pyramids and stuff like that. All these people, they know, they understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Now, if you know what I'm saying, I guess that they'll consider that being woke or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You don't already tap. You can keep floating, but I'm just saying you already from just the concept of time. You was able to tie in the other topics as far as that I have as far as either is the Earth flat? Are we in the invisible dome? And Masons or Illuminati, what do they know that we don't know? So we still flowing.
um,
Keep doing your thing.
well, okay, what you just said? You said, okay,
I was
Earth is
saying
flat.
that
Uh,
with you speaking on the concept of time in relation to sun, you already mentioned the like the black sun and the reflection and that the earth we could be in like some type of invisible dome and then
yeah,
you mentioned it.
I feel like we're like we're prisoners on our own planet. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Um, and this they say it's seven continents and stuff like that, seven seas and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we're only secluded to this only. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you look at old maps, they got they got this thing called like the ice wall, the Antarctica ice wall. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Now, in the old maps, they got like islands and continents outside of the ice wall, and it's like they won't let us explore more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll shoot your plane down if you try to fly over the ice wall and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um. Uh. I mean, I haven't seen like footage of something like that. I've seen people go through like gates of the ice wall and stuff like that, and like as soon as you go through there, like they got big trees and stuff like that. I done I mean, I'm not sure 100% sure how true it is, but I've seen like different kind of creatures and stuff like that. Like they might have um like bigger animals and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've been seeing like different type of shit, um, like bees with like different type of wings and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But like I said, I'm not 100% how true that is. And
Yeah.
They in China they got like it's something called the Wall of China, the Great Wall of China.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at all the old flags and stuff like that, China they really mess with the dragons and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess you know back in the day people used to kill off the dragons. You know what I'm saying? Like kill them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the flag, they got like the Great Wall of China, and they're like they trying to like shoot arrows at the dragons. You know what I'm saying? But they said it was like the opposite way around. Like the like instead of they building a wall to protect themselves from the dragon, it was like whoever was on the other side was protecting the men from hurt, like killing the dragons and stuff like that. So I was just like,
Oh shit, they was protecting the dragons from us.
yeah, well, not necessarily us. You know what I'm saying?
But
Not
they,
us.
us as in us, but us as in them.
Not us. Not us. Ether. You know what I'm saying? Six ethers. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh nah, I don't know what you say. You might have got a little too deep for me on that one.
us carbonated people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay, okay. Oh, when you say carbonated people, what you really trying to say?
Just black people.
All right. That's what I thought you was trying to say.
Yeah, six ethers. The ones we got certain type of hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's made like wool. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and you feel like those people are different than the people that don't have hair like wool.
Yeah, like I'm not talking about like the people from Draco. Reptilian people. Now, okay, so when you look at the world, you know what I'm saying? When you look at even just the animal kingdom, it's like, okay, you feel me? You got mammals and then you got reptiles. You know what I'm saying? Then you got other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But it's really mammals and reptiles. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the smallest reptile, it's like a lizard. When you look at the smallest mammal, it's like a rat. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? You got, and then after, you know what I'm saying? After a while, stuff eat each other and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Then they start evolving into this and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of mixed breed stuff and stuff like that. But I feel like we all come from God. You know what I'm saying? We all come from God. God is omnipresent. God is everything. You know what I'm saying? God is here. God is there. God is up, down, the present, past, future. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we all have the same. We all share the same ancestor, which is God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But after a while, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know what I'm saying? If the smallest particle is an atom, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Atom or Adam and Eve, you know what I'm saying? But so if you got the smartest particle, so it's like who created Adam? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they said scientists say if you split an atom in half, you get something called the God particle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And and okay, if you look at worms, they're like not a male or a female. They're like both. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't need a partner and able to have babies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can have them by themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what if that situation was going on when everything was created? You know what I'm saying? Like God didn't need no partner to have Adam. You know what I'm saying? He just creates. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, say if the first thing that was created was like a bacteria, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first thing, like before man, before the fucking fish, snakes, anything, piece of bacteria. Then that bacteria starts splitting and creating, and then you start getting fungi. You know what I'm saying? That might be like the first living thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And pause real quick, but they said the fungi eventually might be the death of us. You know what I'm saying? Just because they got mushrooms, like right now,
The fungi might be
in
the
like
death
the
of us.
tropical rainforest, they got certain mushrooms that or certain fungi that can control spiders. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck?
And like turn them into zombies. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
that's just crazy.
the fungi is controlling everything on the spider. You feel me? Till it eventually die off, and then they gotta find a new host. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
And it's also like airborne. I mean, it could go airborne. Like if like the spider dies, and another spider get near it. You know what I'm saying? It'll jump onto that. You know what I'm saying?
The freak is
Now, the only thing saving us from that, like human beings, from the fungi possessing us or turning us into zombies, they said that it gets too hot and that kills the fungi. But just imagine when these new fungi start growing and start adapting to the heat and stuff like that, eventually the beginning of life can definitely probably harm us in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So, okay, let me go back. All right, so after the bacteria is created, then fungi is created. You know what I'm saying? Then you got different fungi eating off of each other and stuff like that. Next thing you know, start creating insects. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
After they create insects, you start getting like fish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they said fish. They said fish is like our ancestors type thing because that was the first thing. I guess it's called like a vertebrate, and it's the first thing that has a spine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Makes sense.
Now, like I said, you know what I'm saying? It's a dog eat dog world.
Mm-hmm.
Dog eat dog world. So these fish start eating this fish start eating this fish, then this fish is born with a taste for blood, and then it started evolving and started having sharp teeth. Next thing you know, it might be a piranha. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just creating like different things from its appetite or how it evolved into, you know what I'm saying? Living, you know what I'm saying? If that's how I'm saying, like eventually, you know what I'm saying? It might have been like a great tsunami or something like that, but it was like land masses starting to unfold from the ocean. So you got things that's created in the ocean because if the world was once all water before, you know what I'm saying, before God made the
land.
No, the dome.
Oh, okay.
That separate the heavens from the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So if you got all these land masses start showing up because of, you know what I'm saying, it's getting dry and it's not raining and stuff like that, or the ocean not pouring in or whatever, you might get a big ass well that comes on land or something like that. And of course, and you know what I'm saying, the first couple might die, but with this one, you know what I'm saying, what if someone was pregnant, or what if someone could flop to like a lake that was created from like a valley or something like that after the great tsunami or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they was able to go to the lakes and still, you know what I'm saying, be able to get to the water or something like that, but eventually their fins turn into legs or something like that, and that's how you get like elephants and stuff like that. Like if you, I don't know if you look at, it sounds crazy, you know what I'm saying, but it's like, I believe in evolution. I feel like a lot of stuff would learn. Evolution. Okay, we.
Hold on, hold on 1 second, cause I'm doing a good job of not interrupting you while you flowing, and I'm liking what I'm hearing. I'm just summarizing some of the stuff that you was saying. You was mentioning I got blah 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 blah. I got old map geography. I got ice wall. I also put, are all people really people? And I got different races, different species, natural selection, evolution, Bible correlation with life, and science and nature. So that's kind of the vibe I'm hearing that you summarizing, saying all of these different things that tie into different things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, evolution, dog eat dog world, natural selection, science, nature, what they might mention in the Bible. I'm rocking with all of this. It makes sense. I'm hoping maybe this could be one of those things that lead to another thing, have a ripple effect. Maybe it might help somebody, help everybody in some type of way. So
right,
I'm fucking with it. It's cool. It's definitely some good content that's needed out there. It might be a couple years before they catch on to even seeing this one, but that's cool though. That's how it is what it is. And on another thing, not to get you too all over the place, when you was mentioning up the fires and the Project Blue Beam and Chinese Asian people, I seen a video the other day. I thought about sending it to somebody, possibly even you, but I was like, man, I don't want to bombard people too much, and I don't know what the fuck going on, but somebody said they heard an explosion that came out to the window, and you could see on some camera footage type shit, a fucking crazy ass laser beam shoot down from the sky and hit this motherfucking area.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, you seen that bitch? That shit's wild. Yeah, so
yeah,
I don't know, it's shit like that going on, but then at the same time, I'm trying to wrap my mind off of how active do we need to be involved with shit like that, or can we be involved? That's all the way out our tax bracket, right? Dealing with people that got lasers shooting from the sky or some shit like that.
Yeah, nigga, that's like Oprah people.
That's Oprah people. Oprah people's people. Oprah people. That's $1 trillion shit.
Yeah, they Bill Gates, he always talk about making the world less populated.
Okay, so this might be population control and technology. That might be the next things we can flow into if that, do anything. Population control. So you think the fire shit was a population control type thing? Or you think the fire could have got started randomly by a laser shot out the sky or some shit?
They know where they want to aim at.
Mm-hmm.
And they, you know what I'm saying, they took out particular neighborhoods and, you know what I'm saying, like Tom Hanks' house got hit, Adam Sandler's house got hit, Steven Spielberg got hit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why those people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like, okay, could this be like I guess even if you was in that loop on a higher level, like where you can have the money
to. They said Jay-Z had to flee from his house too.
Had to flee.
Yeah, they had to evacuate him and Beyonce. The $20 million house.
Even if you got a $20 million house and maybe um 10, 20 years down the line it could be valued worth that $100 million just because it's got brought back up and all this other shit like that. You think that's still worth it or not really? Depending on the trauma and all the other stuff that could come in the sense.
I mean, shit. If your house get burned down and State Farm
reimburse you insurance.
No. State Farm they cancel everybody's fire policy and stuff like that, like a couple months prior.
Damn.
So that's
crazy.
Somebody knows something.
Oh yeah, niggas might have to get. But I'm saying like niggas, you don't think niggas will get sued for some shit like that just off the.
I mean, shit. I'd rather get sued than pay for 70,000 houses.
Ooh. That's a bar right there, bro.
Which one? What is worth to you? Like, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah, motherfuckers get tied up in litigation. You might not ever see that money. Trying to sue a nigga.
70,000 people houses, or you gonna get sued for canceling everybody's policy.
Yeah, and then what they gonna get from there? Just probably a small percentage or something compared to whatever they really supposed to be rightfully getting.
Yeah, $1 billion. You gonna get sued for $1 billion, or I mean, you gonna pay out insurance billions, or you gonna take this little $100 million slap on the wrist. You know what I'm saying? Which one is it worth to you?
Okay, so I right now I also got technology up in here. I got population control and I got companies. Now I'm thinking like, do you think it's a possibility that the companies have access to like some extra turned up AI shit that really can predict the future, and now they incorporate making moves like that, and that's how they was able to be ahead of some shit like that, or nah?
Hold on, say it one more time.
I'm over here just throwing out a random ass theory. Like, what if somebody like State Farm has enough money to have one of those extra supercomputers, and maybe it could tell the future to where they like, okay, it'll be a better business move to drop this policy because you know this shit is happening, and then you can make that much money going forward for just be able to.
I don't think nobody can really just tell the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like if a Bill Gates be like, shit, I got this laser beam in the sky, like we can burn up the whole Hollywood. You feel me? Nah, that's not basically predicting the future. That's like, nigga, I can do this. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? State Farm, nigga, look. Instead of y'all paying $5 billion out to all these people who's gonna lose their house in the fire, nigga, give me $2 billion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll put you on game before this shit happen. You know what I'm saying?
That'd been hard too. I'm thinking like, why wouldn't they have the technology to stop it before it got too crazy and shit?
I mean, who are we talking about?
I'm talking about if you got technology to make satellites and put cameras everywhere, how the fuck you don't know where shit's starting at or where to send all your resources to stop it?
That's what I'm saying. The who? Bill Gates?
I'm thinking at least the government. I'm thinking the government should have as much money and power and ability, you know, as all the companies and shit. But I know some people saying the companies have more power than the government.
Nigga, the government is a company. This is a corporation. America is a corporation, nigga. Even if you get married, nigga, the state marry your fucking wife, nigga, and there's no ties to you. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Government.
America is a corporation.
Government, the word governor,
mm-hmm.
that in Latin, in Greek, that means guide. Mint means mind. So it's all mind control, like guiding the mind to believe something. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
No, that's what it really means. Like in Greek, govern means guide, and in Latin, ment means mind. You know what I'm saying? So if you put two and two together, guide your mind to believe something. You know what I'm saying? So they like they're not here for all of that. The same people who fucking was hanging us 400 years ago, or nigga, a year ago. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You think they care about anything niggas got going on? They just trying to make more money out of everybody. And to be honest, they've been letting all these immigrants and all that stuff like that come into this country so that when all these other countries get together and create BRICS, their own new money, and try to cross the U.S. dollar out, the U.S. got a whole nother plan for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, y'all can make our dollar go down, but guess what, nigga? We're gonna police everybody in this motherfucking country. And if y'all want all y'all Korean folks, you want all your Chinese folks, you want all your Indian folks, you want all your Canadian folks from America, y'all gonna have to pay us for each of these people or they dying. Fuck it.
Oh, damn, ransom.
Nigga, what else? What else is what is America good for? The military, you know what I'm saying? Like they in every fucking country, they you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, not every country, but a lot of countries, and they be close by to shit where they can throw a nuclear bomb right next door. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they got a spot in Korea, or even if it's not North Korea, they might got connections in South Korea where they got a military base. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like they playing, like, niggas is playing checkers. Nigga, America playing chess. You feel me? Like, yeah, okay, get rid of our dollar. We're gonna use your people. Y'all gonna buy our people back so y'all can, you know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of kids coming from China to go to school to learn how to build iPhones or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But guess what? Y'all declassifying our dollar. We're gonna use your people, nigga. They cancel my flight. Anyway,
Did they cancel?
yeah.
That's
You didn't have a right to claim them.
I do claim him. Yeah, I just believe in only God. I don't believe all the other stuff.
Okay, so I got some of the stuff I summarized from what you were saying. We got technology, we got population control, we got companies, we got America/government as a corporation, we got etymology, government, God, mind, prefixes. I got big agenda/ransom. I got war/money/chess. I got relevant versus irrelevant. We low-key almost done getting through this whole episode and stuff like that. It's 111. Let's see. The other stuff that I had, I guess, possibly worth mentioning was anything about music, culture, trending topics, relationship standings, and spiritual stuff. We kind of done already hit a lot of that stuff, mental, physical talk. So, this is a super dope podcast. I'm excited to play it back from beginning to end. Hopefully, our words was captured and recorded how it needed to be. But I'll be working on getting better for the communication and technology, or the setup for this podcast or whatever we be doing and stuff. That's cool. When the last time you looked outside?
Oh shit, I'm looking outside now.
Okay, what is it looking like?
Shit, like a bunch of white pillows all over the streets.
Okay. Yeah, that's the weather report. We got it from you and shit. Still a lot of snow out there.
Yeah, it's not coming down no more, but it's definitely stuck on the ground.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, it's just bright as shit with no sun.
I actually missed a flight behind this stupid ass shit.
Nah, definitely, man. It might have worked out for the better. Who knows?
Yeah.
I know. I seen somebody last night saying like, I wanted to be on this flight, but I ain't taking a chance. I ain't going in. But I ain't think nothing of it. I'm thinking it's just gonna be like a little rain or something. They overreacting, but this shit, wow.
I kind of wanted to hit more on the I was kind of where you had stopped me, but I was kind of starting to hit on the. Remember, I was talking about the tsunami, the great tsunamis and the great floods and stuff like that.
Let's get into it.
All right, so basically, I was saying for well, get get caught in the tsunami. You know what I'm saying, on this dry land, but they got different valleys and stuff like that, where the ocean water can, you know what I'm saying, settle and become a lake or a river or something like that. You know what I'm saying? What if you got this elephant? I mean, not an elephant. I said whale. But if you put two and two together, like
Oh shit, that's hard too. Yeah.
They say as above, as below. So if you can compare what to what, you know what I'm saying? Like what makes sense, you know what I'm saying? So if you look at the seals and shit like that, they be barking and shit like that. So I be feeling like those are dogs. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that before.
Like if you look at a fucking crab, then you look at a spider.
Yeah.
They both got 8 legs.
Yeah.
Two and two, like just
shrimp,
like you playing,
roach, all
just
that.
like you playing a game of matching cards, nigga. The same thing. In as above, as below. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You look at a fucking a crawfish, that shit like a cockroach, you know what I'm saying? Like snakes ain't changed. They got sea snakes and they got ground snakes, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to throw you off too hard, but if we got people that's walking around with legs on land, you think we got people that's swimming around with fins in the water?
I mean, it's been said that people seen mermaids, and that's what I feel like. Okay, this world is like, when it comes to evolution, people think that, okay, now they be thinking of more so of the now. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, now we're humans, or now, you know what I'm saying? Now we're upright walking beings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they don't know that evolution is still the beginning here too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
all right. So say if elephants came from whales, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, if they had no choice but to be on ground or be in shallow lake water or something like that, then the next, you know what I'm saying, this one might have a baby, then down the line, this nigga gonna, instead of having fins, he gonna have like fucking paws and toes and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so you just saying it's just gonna, for us, it's gonna be hard to perceive because how long the time's gonna change, but it's the time we're evolving right now as we speaking. It's just very, very slow, but it's very happening.
I'm not even saying. I'm saying, okay. All right. How can I say it? You know how they got babies, then you got toddlers, then you got preschoolers, then you got middle schoolers, then you got high schoolers, then you got adults, then you got
older adults, and then elders,
grandparents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be our life. That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what we like nowadays. It's like, okay, we start as a baby, then this and this and this and this and this and this. You know what I'm saying? But they still got motherfucking cavemen, like not necessarily cavemen, but maybe in like outskirts, like even Australia. In Australia, they got indigenous people that like lives in caves and stuff like that they never presented the new technology and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Then you got people in Africa on different islands that haven't been like inhabited. They got like islands full of just snakes and shit like that. It's like certain stuff hasn't been okay. Metaphorically speaking, certain stuff hasn't been talked to the. I mean, you know how Adam and Eve talked to the serpent or whatever, and was hiding themselves because they thought it was bad to be naked. Once they got that consciousness that it was bad,
Yeah.
they got people who haven't talked to the serpent yet. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay, people who are pure, who haven't been tainted.
Yeah, who walking around naked. They got people who just live off of fruits and vegetables, ain't never been introduced to a fucking hamburger. You know what I'm saying?
They showed a video of a nigga in a field. I don't know why I said nigga in a field, but it's an African in an African man in the field, and he had a whole bunch of carrots, and he was just chomping on them joints. He had a couple missing tooth or whatever. Outside of that, he seemed, vibrant skin wise and stuff like that. But the carrot still had dirt on it and everything. But I know one person, even though that looked as pure as it can get, somebody's asking like, what type of person is holding the phone on the other side? Because it looked like it was shot with an iPhone, but the whole land is just crops of carrots or whatever in the field. But so you got indigenous people, but like you said, when they get introduced to a different type of ingredient or a variable, it kind of could change them from being what they actually was or something like that. But when you saying people growing from babies to elders, I'm over here thinking like, okay, that's just them growing like a tree. A tree starts off as a seed and then grow up to be a fully grown tree, and then that's pretty much it. But it's not like jumping out of the ground, start walking around, flying like a tree and doing other weird ass shit and talking or something like that. So I don't know.
Right. I'm just basically saying like even okay, some people say we come from or like evolved from like monkeys or something like that, but like I said, we don't come from monkeys. We share a common ancestor. We have the same DNA as cats, as fucking pickles probably. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you just saying we just seem a little similar because we coming from the same source.
Yeah, and then whatever they started as was starting, you know what I'm saying, started eating some of the similar things. They wasn't, whatever they came from, they wasn't eating each other and stuff like that. They like, okay, we're going to eat this plant instead. We're going to eat this energy. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to eat dead carcass and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But you get, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like, I mean, it's almost like good and bad. But it's like at the end of the day, what is good and bad? You know what I'm saying? Like, you think all the way from the beginning.
What is good and bad?
But at the same time, it's like, okay, these mammals who only eat, okay, in the animal world, the mammals eat only fruits and plants. You know what I'm saying? In the and I mean, some of them eat bugs and shit like that. Some of them, but that's what I'm saying. It's like they start mixing the DNAs with the like say, let me see. Like okay, we're gonna say a snake who only got a taste for blood. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, the snake comes from God, right?
Yeah.
So
well, we don't know that for sure, but I'm guessing because you know what I'm saying. Like if we all share the same similar
traits and stuff, maybe it might be some snaky traits, people out there. Yeah, and maybe that. Damn.
So you got mammals in the what you call it, like, okay, horses, elephants, some of the biggest, like giraffes and shit like that. They the biggest animals on this planet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they only rely on eating plants and fucking fruits and shit like that.
Giraffes and shit.
Why people feel
they gotta, with their small body, have to consume so much.
Have the same diet as a lion. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, you don't have claws that you can slice a fucking a warhog neck. You don't have sharp, long ass fangs that you can suck the blood from.
Yeah.
You don't have certain aesthetics in your stomach that can break down raw meat. You don't
even got the strength to hold the motherfuckers down to allow them to do that to you.
And you don't have the tail that you can take the food down and be on balance like a cheetah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people are definitely brainwashed, you know what I'm saying? And that's why niggas have so much complications. Everybody got cancer, everybody got diabetes, everybody got this and this and that and this and that going. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is fucking 30 years old with gray hair. You know what I'm saying? Stop eating chicken every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is not natural. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I was talking about in the beginning, the smallest mammal you got is a fucking rat or mouse. The smallest reptile you got is a lizard. The biggest mammal is like a whale or elephant, giraffes.
Yeah.
You feel me? Us.
Yeah.
We're big mammals.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the reptile side, the smallest thing is a lizard, then snake, then a dragon.
Crocodile.
I'm talking about Komodo dragons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you was to look at a giraffe and it's a mammal, what's the opposite of a giraffe? It might have been like a fucking
dinosaur,
pterodactyl or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. All you gotta do is do a matter of thinking in your head, bro. Like, what has eggs? What has snakes? The reptiles, they lay eggs. They get, you know what I'm saying? Whenever they get pregnant, they lay eggs. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Turtles. Fucking. But even if you look at it hard enough, too, nigga, look at the fucking birds. Birds lay eggs, so they gotta have something to do with it being a reptile, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you find a duck or something like that, or goose, like eagles or falcons.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what about a chicken or some shit like that?
Yeah, I mean, chicken is different, but they still eat anything. Like, they'll eat their own egg. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then penguins, like, they swallow fish whole and stuff like that. They're not mammals. They don't look forward to goddamn eating. Or what you call it? You got some birds, but that's what I'm saying. It's mixed. Like, some DNAs is mixed with this one, and that's what I'm saying. We share common ancestors. Some start off like this, some go this way, some go that way, some go. That's the matrix. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people are not gonna keep a straight path. You feel me? Some animals are not gonna keep a straight path. Some animals gonna switch up. Like, the other day I seen a fucking squirrel eating a baby bird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, what
shit.
the fuck? But like I said, it's a dog eat dog world. Nigga, you hungry enough, you like, okay.
Okay, in a world where switch ups and all this different type of stuff, in theory, that's better than it just being all good in the world, right? Because then what? It just wouldn't be nothing enjoyable like that we realize that's great about the world, if everything is good and nothing is bad.
I mean, that makes sense, because if everything is all hanky-spanky, like, say if I was born with a silver spoon, right? Everything was given to me. Like, I didn't have to go hustle and get my own car. I didn't have to hustle and get my own place. I just got a dad who, here, son, here go the keys to a Mercedes. Here go this and this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to appreciate it. I'm going to be cussing this nigga out. Like, fuck you, dad.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You don't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't do shit for me. Like, nigga, I literally, nigga bought you a goddamn mink outfit the other day. I literally gave you a Mercedes Benz, but niggas is not going to appreciate none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because they don't know how hard it is to work for it.
You know what I'm saying? If you goddamn have a single mom that's from the project, or that lives in the project and raised you in the project and stuff like that, and you see her struggling, crying every day, trying to call your dad be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We need some eggs. We need some milk. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing is even given to your mom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, look, I'm about to goddamn go hit the block. I'm about to go rob something. I'm finna go work. I'm finna go goddamn. I'm gonna hustle and go to school. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your niche is, it's like, yeah, I gotta make this shit happen. Look, mom, look, even though my mom don't, I mean, even though my dad don't appreciate my mom, my mom's son is definitely gonna appreciate the mom, but I'm gonna love her with everything. That's gonna be my favorite person in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then I'll do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm out here taking out trash to get $3 just to go buy her some milk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, your hustle is different. You know what I'm saying? When you come from nothing, you come from the dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you create something, and it even feel better. It's like, damn, I did all this. Like, nigga, I came from a goddamn fucking shoebox, nigga. Now goddamn got me a mansion. You know what I'm saying?
How different you think that hit for you know, just I guess we'll say I don't want to just all the way name a name, but just you know, you get what I'm saying as far as celebrities and their kids, like let's say a T.I. in a King situation, or maybe a Steph Curry dad and you know him, or you know LeBron and his son type of situation.
Right.
Like maybe LeBron's son, as him as he is, it's good that you know he has a father that's going to be willing to you know talk to him, communicate with him, probably try his best for him to not be spoiled in certain aspects and get some of that genuineness that came from when he was coming up in a single household in the projects type shit. But obviously that might not just all the way translate because the bring up. I know when Cam and Mace was talking about it for a moment, it was like, okay, if anything, this nigga Bronny, he need to go to the hood and play against that type of talent so he can get, you know, tougher, have more courage and confidence and swag compared to, I guess, playing against prep school ballers who it might not, they might have a different perspective on why they need to go as hard to get certain shit done, because maybe you know they parents might be a little more afforded to help them out, so they don't have to go as hard or be as appreciative. So yeah, I'm following you on all of that.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm sure you know LeBron James came from the hood. His dad wasn't around.
Mm-hmm.
He had a single mom.
Yeah.
You feel me? But she put him in situations like even if she had to, you know, deal with certain men
Mm-hmm.
and able to put her son in a certain what's it called, even if she went out her way to mess with some guy that can show him how to cross over, show him how to dunk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was really for the long run. She made sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's what a mom do. Make sacrifices for her son, especially when there's nobody else but
her and the son.
making
Yeah.
it happen. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what sacrifice she did, she put him in a position to try to make it easier for what she had or what her brothers had or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now he's in a good position that he could be like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the first thing you say. Like, man, I want to get rich, so my children ain't got to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So
But
yeah,
then-
nigga, like every day of.
But then what if what if the shit you did was the shit that made you a good person? And why does that make sense to, you know, keep somebody from going through that experience if that's gonna grow them that much better in a sense?
I mean,
that's just I already know it's just a perspective. It could
like
go
you
either
said,
way
like
type
you
of
said,
thing.
Like you said, I'm doing this so my son don't have to go through this.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, of course, you know what I'm saying? You just playing at your own risk to, you know, to hope that your son gonna come out and do the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. They still got their own
Now,
mind.
I done heard stories where You know what I'm saying? It was rich people, whoever. Well, I always see like movies about it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It might be like a rich king or something like that, and he like there might be something like a plague or something like that gonna kill the first son, so he get rid of him and bring him to the hood, and then he grows up and then fulfill his purpose type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably lived worse than the king did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But still was able to get up there and claim his spot once he realized who he is. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yeah, that's hard. There's a lot of that going on.
So I mean, like I said, you know, people thing is to say, yo, I want to do this so my son don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, LeBron James, he made a name for himself so that Bronny, people was like,
at least it could be easier.
We want, nigga, we gonna put you on this college team because we want LeBron James to come to the game for free.
Basically,
you know how much that nigga might charge for a walkthrough?
I have no idea, but it can be anything.
Let me put his son on the team, and we're gonna get walkthroughs for free all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna give us full publicity. You know what I'm saying? Nah,
and that's how they was saying it for his, if he got on any NBA team, like just the idea that motherfuckers gonna be showing up and thinking that LeBron might be showing up as well, whether it's for him to play with him or just see the games or some shit like that. That's a big deal and shit like that. That's crazy how people are really try to what's the word?
Manipulate?
Yes, definitely manipulate is definitely one of the words. At least try to manipulate a situation indirectly to get something out of somebody. They'll use their family members and shit if they can't just go through them. But this just jumped in my head. Some people be feeling like, oh, okay, in a situation on some business shit, instead of me trying to convince the main person that I'm trying to do business with, let's say it's a guy or somebody and they married, let me get in good with the wife and convince her to convince him that this is a good idea and he should go along with it on some business type shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's always the move, too. Because, you know what I'm saying? If you don't feed into what your wife says, you're going to go behind your back and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. I don't even think it on that level, but yeah.
You really like it, you know what I'm saying?
We done. Okay. So, the other little check marks I got that we done already indirectly covered was, the Great Flood, good versus bad, but what's good and what's bad, mental and physical health talk, miscellaneous, culture, spiritual standing, family dynamics, trending topics, relationship standings, and I guess music worth mentioning. Is there any little or not any type of music related type of stuff going on that you feel like it's worth mentioning before we finalize this pod and shit?
Talk music?
Yep. Where is it? Anything industry wise or just personal wise? Anything music worth related mentioning that's going on right now? 2025. I'll start one out for you just as an example. I know I guess the Super Bowl is supposed to still be a thing coming up soon. I want to say it's going to be like next month. I know Kendrick Lamar is supposed to be performing. I know they've been kind of hyping that up for quite some time. I know I happened to heard some post online saying that it's, I guess, ironic that January 7th that this fire fiasco happened is 33 days in between the next big event, which is going to be the Super Bowl. So I don't know. They got conspiracy theorists that think certain events and timings is kind of planned out and stuff like that. But yeah, I wonder if the type of music Kendrick make if that's gonna reflect some of the stuff that's going on, most recently or not.
Um, I mean, I don't know.
Like, what would be another big musical event? Would it be the actual music, or would it be like a staged event, performance, ceremony? You winning awards? Like, he had the biggest record with the Not Like Us 2024, and I guess they might be saying the only other big record since then is this new song with
I did that kind of. What you say?
yeah, when I'm on this road. Yeah, that Jello song. So that's lit. You already know exactly what I was talking about before I even I guess it's called tweaking or something like that. But yeah, tweakers and shit. So it's that's kind of cool that people just kind of be in unison. Like, okay, nah, this is definitely one of those real in the moment type hits type shit. So you think that that's gonna continue to propel by the end of the year and still be like one of the biggest records of our time or this year, or just gonna something else gonna happen, or do we get hits like that? We get hits every year, right?
Yeah, slick,
Slick though.
slick. Um, I mean, they got niggas doing their thing. They got some like Bossman D-Lo doing this thing a little something. Big X.
Okay, biggest plug. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't been keeping up with everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's always gonna be music. You know what I'm saying? It's so saturated with new music. Everybody jumping this week, that week, that week. You know, Lil Baby just dropped. This album was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying, I guess people were used to him doing a certain things. So
Yeah.
you feel me? And the vibe changed a little bit. You know, niggas got a little bit more money than they had. You know what I'm saying? It's like you talk about different things. It's no longer the grind mode. Is more so like, okay, nigga, I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what you think people feel like bring out the best music on the people that's there or the people that's not there?
The people that's not there, the people that's coming, the people that do it for the love. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like not niggas that's doing it because they got a deadline to drop an album. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this album got to be done by January 4th. You know what I'm saying? You just get in the booth saying whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like, say if I'm not getting say if I wasn't getting paid to do no albums or nothing, or no songs or nothing, you feel me? I feel it's some of the best music. You feel me?
Wow.
Like you trying to showcase it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like the music is harder when you trying to showcase it rather than it's gonna get showcased.
What's better, music from people that's on or people that's not on?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can still you could hear some people music and be like, okay, they still got a love for it. You can hear some people music and you be like, oh, that nigga, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That shit's crazy. I wonder if you could trick people into thinking that, like, if you release your newest albums first and every album you release after that is old shit, but they hearing it like it's new shit, but they might be like, nah, I don't like your new shit. You're not in that same mode like you was when I first was hearing you on blah 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 or whatever. And I'm like, it's the old shit or whatever, like, or whatever. I don't know if it's a concept with people just thinking like, nigga, you just in a whole new different space to even be talking about that. Like, wait, is it that Lil Baby don't want to talk about some of the shit he was talking about before, or is that people don't want him to talk about some of the shit he was talking about before?
Hold on, ask that again, my bad.
No, you good. Like, let's say a situation like maybe they trying to say Lil Baby done fell off and his music not as hot as it was before. Do you think that's because they just know him for being hot for so long, or you think it's a difference in the music? Legitimately.
I mean, a little bit of both. Like, of course, they like. I'm more than sure. Like, say if I write songs every day, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody give me an opportunity, like, okay, bro, look, we need you to drop a mixtape and an album. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We got eyes on you right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
more than sure, my whole couple rap books and all my hottest shit gonna go into them first 2 albums type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm here now. You nigga, look, check out this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, that's a great point. Somebody was saying like your first album you get your whole life to make, or your first or your second album you get your whole life to make. Then after that, it's a different vibe that you coming with on that. Just because you might not have as much time, you might have the deadline and expectations, and that might affect your mind and other shit like that. So I feel that. I feel like I said something earlier about sometimes easy come, easy go, and the quicker you rise, the quicker you fall type shit. So maybe it could be a perceived benefit for it to take so long for somebody to get on in the first place, and maybe it'll take that much longer for them to ever get off if that's the case. But
yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't, I wouldn't know exactly what's going on in their heads.
mm-hmm.
But, you know what I'm saying?
I think it could be a sweet spot. I know it was some stuff from Money Man I heard much early in his career that was okay to me, and then there's some stuff I heard most recently that's okay to me. But it's something maybe like around that pandemic time when he was dropping shit. I'm like, damn, this is my shit, and it still sound really good to me, even after all the other musical expectations I done had over the time and now and stuff like that. It's just, same like with like a Michael Jackson Thriller-ish type of vibe or whatever and shit.
And some people get better as they go. Some people start off slow and then get hot and then go back down.
Mm-hmm.
It just, I don't know, it just depends on their craft, it depends on their motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm-hmm.
And what your topic is, like what you talking about, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, I feel like Rod Wave, that nigga would never stop going because, like, no matter how many albums in, he's still
talking about sad shit. Everybody always, it's gonna be a sad motherfucker in the world at some point every day and shit.
Pain music, you know what I'm saying?
That pain music, boy, I can't fuck with it. But maybe if I had to fuck with it, I at least know who to fuck with when it come to that and shit.
People came over, no one left sober, and it was all for you.
It was all for you. That's probably gots to be the only shit I know, just for that little clip and shit like that. But that shit sound kind of hard. But damn, nigga, can't make no fucking happy songs and shit. But
that's what I'm saying, nigga. If it ain't broke,
don't fix it. Cause if the moment he do try to make a happy song, they gonna be like, this nigga just lost his mind.
Like,
this nigga whack as shit.
Look, take this out the playlist. Like, just imagine you got put on a Broadway playlist, and now you hear his pain music, and all of a sudden you hear my money blown, my money vibe.
Oh yeah, that shit gonna be like, nah, nigga, that's not the vibe we was even on and shit. But I'm thinking like, okay, who's the people at a Rod Wave show? I haven't been, but I don't know who. If you could imagine who you think would be there.
Shit. Uh, what you mean, like guest appearances?
I mean, like predominantly in the crowd. Is it
The
gonna be?
crowd?
Is it gonna be happy people? Is it gonna be sad people? And is it gonna be a lot of black people, or is it gonna be a lot of white people, or in between?
I mean, I say black people. I say girls. Um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
women like Rod Wave
and
music.
not necessarily. I don't see. I ain't gonna say they're gonna be unhappy.
Okay,
I ain't gonna say they're gonna be unhappy, but
had some unhappy moments,
they might have had like a time where they like was going through something or
and they got
might
through
have a
it.
bad breakup or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
everybody has that. You know what I'm saying? Like it just
Yeah.
depends on how you shake it. You feel me?
Nah, yeah, definitely for sure.
And maybe that music, music help you get through that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay,
You're gonna celebrate by getting past this sad moment with this song, and instead of it all the way being like a reliving some hurt, we just like, okay, we got through the hurt, doing better type shit or something. I don't know. Like I said, that's an interesting one, but I just know Rod Wave has a really, really big following. I haven't tapped in, but there's a lot of artists that be on the grind like that. The Big X plug, I'm late to the party on that. I'm late to the party on Kendrick. Might need to start checking for the Leandro Ball nigga. He might have a new song dropping. That might be smart to okay, like let's say you, and this is the last question. Let's say you had a fire ass song out right now. Would you drop another song just to see if it'll go along with and be just as fire or whatever, or would you be like, nah, I gotta just put all my eggs in this particular song that's popping basket, and then when the song cool down, then or whatever, then think about dropping some other shit.
I mean, shit, you can drop another song. I say drop another song around the same time. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can milk it, like milk it.
Mm-hmm.
You can milk it for what it is, but at the same time, people might want to hear what you got next. You know what I'm saying? Like after they hear that song, they're like, "Man, that shit fire. What else this nigga got?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he on the World Star audio. This and I know that ain't even everything, but I guess that Tweaker song got 6 million in 6 days, and it's still #1 on trending music. So I don't know if he dropped the other one just yet, but let's let.
I mean, but he got a bunch of songs